Hello again. This is another in my series of talks on some French knives that I have in my collection. This particular one is really one of the highlights in my collection. Um, this this particular knife maker is Voissiere, and he is just one of the master carvers of this era. Um, This particular knife is a Laugiole pattern, which is the standard, a standard French knife pattern, with the little sort of tulip end carving on here and the head of a figure. It's in highly polished steel. It's 12C27, which is sort of the de facto standard French stainless knife making steel. It's a Swedish Sandvik steel that's quite good. Very, very nice file work on the spine. The mouche, or the fly, nice hand filed in the shape of a bee. Beautiful workmanship, beautiful polish, a little filing on the blade. Blade's very, very sharp. Just mirror polished inside and outside. This is just a beautiful example of carving. The figurative head on both sides. This particular knife has fossilized mammoth ivory, but this was a very pure, clean mammoth ivory, not the crust that has the typical colorings and mineralization colors. It's a very nice white color, just like ivory would look. This is done, Voissiere will do sort of replica carvings that were originally done by Nicolas Crocombette, who was a knife maker, sculptor, who did a lot of ivory handled knives from, I think it was the 20s up through the 60s and maybe even later. Just a beautiful knife, just perfectly fit and finished. Just outstanding carving. You realize, these are sculpted and carved and polished by hand with small engraving tools. There's no mechanized work on this at all. Stainless steel pins, no bolsters. Just one of the most elegant of the Laugiole knives that I have. Just outstanding workmanship. Just artisan at the highest level. Interesting in that he actually puts a little notch on the blade, where this is very typical on American knives, not so much on the French knives. This notch allows you to get the stone all the way up and sharpen all the way up to the back edge if you were to actually sharpen and use this, where the typical French knives, the blade just goes up to the heel, and it sort of starts to get a curve, so it's kind of hard to sharpen all the way to the back edge. And then you can see that the tang of the knife is a little bit deeper, so that'll hit the spring first and keep the knife blade from hitting the inside of the spring. So this is really just a classic pattern, originally done by Nicolas Crocombette in the 30s most likely, or even a little bit earlier. Just a beautiful workmanship.